Hello and welcome back to the Rosebeer YouTube channel.
Hello.
You'll have to forgive the jumpers. It's suddenly gotten really cold for a couple of days, but we're just like
Well, we were
we're
spoiled. We
hoping.
had a really long run of great weather.
Yeah, but I'd still like it back.
Yeah,
I
yeah, so would
wasn't I
I.
wasn't done tanning, um, so I need that back immediately. But we thought we'd talk about herbal ingredients today that specifically help with digestion, because we had a customer request.
It was customer request yesterday suggesting we did a video on herbal teas that are good for digestion.
So this one's for you. Um, and then we've got a lovely cup of Greek mountain tea that we've been drinking.
Once again made by
Mm.
Paul. Um,
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
and also, before we started filming, Ella's come out with a taste note that I've made a note of, and I'm going to put it onto the website
Yeah.
because it's a taste note that I hadn't noticed before. But once you'll find this in tea tastings, once it's been said, you think, "How on earth didn't I see that before?" It's now all I can taste.
It's oregano. I
It
don't
really tastes of
I
oregano.
don't know, like I just I was smelling it to just sort of
Mm.
process it again because I hadn't had it for a while and I thought that smells like oregano. I mean, you were saying like sage and it's a very like
Sage, lime
herbally,
blossom, something of nana mint, but not the minty side of nana
yeah.
mints.
Mm.
But
Like the
oregano,
depth of it, I
yeah,
suppose. Yeah.
oregano, yeah.
Well, it's interesting because you usually say something has like a herbal profile, but this has like a herb profile. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess that's a different thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, that was kind of an interesting one. But
I can imagine that wild oregano must be growing in the Greek mountains, actually.
oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Mm.
And of
I
course,
mean, it
Greek
smells
mountain
lovely.
tea grows not just in Greece.
Yeah.
Lots of the Mediterranean countries are drinking it for properties about digestion and about if they're feeling a little bit under the weather. And they often got different names, and they'll claim it's just coming from their country, but
Hmm.
it's all the whole Mediterranean is drinking
Yeah,
Greek mountain
long-standing
tea. Yeah.
tradition kind of thing. We thought we'd go through a little bit of the digestion properties and sort of talk about that. Do you want to start us off?
So I'm going to start with the most famous herbal tea that you might have when you're thinking, I want to settle my stomach after a meal, and that is peppermint.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also one of our best sellers. We sell so many packs of whole peppermint leaves. We actually sell them in larger packs because the leaves are so big.
Yeah, it's the only one that gets the bigger bag.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
needs that extra space to you actually get a decent amount
yeah.
in a pack.
And it's important to have the leaves as big as possible as well. Like, the sort of when they get crushed, they
And when
sort
they
of
get crushed, it
become,
just doesn't taste the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You want to brew it with like the full leaf and the full
Yes.
flavor. Yeah.
So peppermint is helping ease intestinal problems, reduces bloating, and only one thing you should consider if you get acid reflux, and that's not recommended to have too much peppermint.
Mm.
But it's that's with the relaxation of muscles. That's why that is. But as a for easing digestion and reducing bloating, a nice peppermint is great.
Yeah.
Nana mint also works. Nana mint is can be known as spearmint as well. And of course, we've got blends as well. A blend. We've got Love Your Guts,
Yeah.
which has peppermint is an important part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that's like obviously love your guts. You can kind of tell by the name. It's kind of put together in order to aid your digestion and your
Yeah,
gut biome as much as possible for one
and it
tea,
is
pretty much.
delicious as
Yeah.
well. Those coriander seeds and orange peel, really, really yummy.
I suppose the next most obvious one, I mean, we just did a video about ginger, so maybe it'd be obvious if you're a watching subscriber, then you'll have seen our video that we just did about
Yeah,
ginger, because it has several health
and
benefits.
we have so many teas with ginger in.
Yeah,
Was it 12 or 13 we had? It was just a
something like that.
huge number.
Yeah,
Many of them just purely herbal, but a few with black or green tea.
yeah, exactly. So we've got Yeah, like probably my favorite is the green ginger and sage green tea that we do, which is just amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is probably why I like the sort of herb profile of this one. But yeah, you have the ginger marigold and lemongrass and ginger and all that. Like so good.
yeah,
Like delicious and also yeah, really good for your digestion. But the ginger has so many health benefits. It's you should just have something with ginger in it every day and you'll probably be fine.
yeah, yeah. And I think we were going to probably get fed up of saying it for all the different herbs, but it's yet another one that reduces bloating.
Yes.
Yeah. Once again, another herbal tea that we've discussed, certainly discussed in the sleepy teas, we may have discussed another time as well, and that is chamomile. Yeah. Chamomile also helps digestion, reduces bloating, relaxes internal muscles. And so chamomile is a great one to have after a rich meal.
Yeah, it's very soothing, that one.
And we've got whole chamomile flowers, which, by the way, if you're more used to the taste of chamomile in tea bags, whole chamomile flowers are completely different. Yeah, really gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, when you open the tin of chamomile, just the smell just wafts out. It's weakened in tea bags always. Like it gets used as a sort of base ingredient, I think, usually. But when you allow the flavor to come through on its own, when it's the full flower, it's totally different.
And we've got a blend as well, which we call banana chamomile, because banana pieces, banana chips, and chamomile are two of the main ingredients.
Yeah, that one's good. So another one that we have in a couple of teas that's really great is fennel. I'll put fennel seeds in anything really. It's just such a good seasoning and everything, but it is good for digestion too. It can help with the bloating, obviously. Basically, you know, all of these teas, if they're good for digestion, they're also
good for bloating.
Yeah. So if that's a concern that you have and that's something that you're trying to, you know, battle with some herbal teas, then anything with fennel as well is going to do that for you as well. Obviously, it gets used as like an added ingredient. You're unlikely to find many teas that have like that's just like fennel on its own.
It would be a bit strong, I think, if it was just fennel.
Yeah, exactly. So you're gonna have that as like an ingredient in other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's in the lemon and ginger. We have
in the lemon ginger. It's in the Just Breathe.
Oh yeah, the Just Breathe. I've been drinking a lot of that recently because I just had a cold and it's literally helping me breathe. So yeah, that one's a good one. Yeah, that one's great. It's got the elderflower leaves, blackberry leaves and stuff.
Yes.
Very nice for the sinuses.
So it's got an aniseed flavour, and something that I think is a bit linked to aniseed is licorice. So licorice is also good for digestion.
Yeah.
And
it's not everyone's favourite.
Not everyone's favourite, but if it is your favourite, then it's really your favourite.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got licorice roots. If you're really hardcore licorice.
Very strong.
And licorice in the Love Your Guts mix, which is a small proportion. So people who don't necessarily like licorice also like Love Your Guts, but it's just a very small part of that one.
Yeah. So another one is lemongrass. It's not one that you maybe think of. It's not one of the obvious ones, but it's in lots of our herbal teas as kind of a base. You know, lemongrass and ginger, lemongrass and marigold. It's in the Love Your Guts.
Yeah.
It's under, what else is it in? It's in the banana chamomile.
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, there's loads of them that have lemongrass in. The lemongrass and marigold, for example, is very strong on like the strawberry flavor because it's got strawberry pieces. But it's got a lot of lemongrass in there, so you can still have like the fruity, fun flavor. Have it as an iced tea or whatever. But have the digestive benefits of having a lot of lemongrass in there as well. So it's pretty good.
I love lemongrass in cooking. I mean, Vietnamese food, just wow. And lemongrass is one of the main flavors in Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
So next herbal ingredient that's good for digestion is turmeric. But turmeric is good for absolutely everything.
Yeah.
It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It's cancer fighting in quite a few different ways. It's just incredible for that. It also lifts your mood. I think
Really?
they've done studies for people taking turmeric against a recognized mood lifting pharmaceutical drug, and the turmeric was as good as the whatever it was. So yet another property of turmeric is it's good for digestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, it's a really strong flavor, that one as well. So if you're looking for something that's punchy anyway, and
yes,
yeah,
and it's seriously anti-inflammatory.
mm-hmm.
I mean, Isabel and I went to a turmeric farm last year, and it's fascinating, all the information about turmeric, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was the farm?
On Ile de la Réunion.
Mm.
It was very nice.
There you go. Another visit. Actually, the next video will be about more
white tea.
Yeah, more tea from
And we'll
Reunion.
include the tea from Reunion, which we went to the tea farm on. Well, we always go there, actually, every time we go.
I think we've not talked about one of my absolute favorite ones that we have, Honeybush.
You're right.
I recommend that one all the time. It's kind of, I think that tends to be a question. People will just stand in front of the herbal section and be like, "Oh my god, there's so many options. I just want something that's going to make me feel better." And I'm like, Honeybush, just have this one, see what you think, and we can work through the rest of them another time. I don't know. Like, if they just, it's everything. Like, it helps you, I mean, helps with digestion. It's anti-inflammatory, anti-infective. I find it quite good for my migraines and things like that. Like, just, it's so good for you, and it's got that like really deep honey flavor that's really rich, and it works well added into other things as well, blended with like some of the flowery ingredients. Yeah, I do. I put honeybush in everything. I just think it's a miracle worker. Not obviously not legally, but
we're making no claims in this video.
But I would really recommend it personally. I think it's so good. But yeah, digestive help is another quality that it has.
Another quality. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else we haven't talked about?
No, I'm wondering if any of our herbal teas haven't been included in all of those ones. I think we might have included absolutely every single one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, nothing in the herbal section is gonna not help your digestion. So yeah, you're all right. But I think if something, the more of that list that the blend has in it, the more kick it's gonna have to your digestive system. But it's about finding which one works for you and which one is your favorite flavor as well. Because obviously, it's not, you don't want it to be like taking medicine.
You really don't. Then you're not going to stick at it.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to drink Lemsip every day. Oh, maybe you do. You like Lemsip, don't you?
Strange fact, yes.
But it's like, it's not supposed to be like, oh, I'm drinking this because it's just gonna make me better. And it's supposed to be, I'm enjoying this, and it also has this benefit to it. So
absolutely. You know what I'm thinking of? Did we actually talk about the Greek Mountain tea specifically?
Oh, I guess we didn't cover so much of it. We've just been drinking away.
We just talked about how it tastes of oregano with the discovery of today. But that one is anti-inflammatory. Its role in around the Mediterranean is usually for someone's a bit under the weather. It's you give them Greek Mountain tea to pep them up so they start to feel better. But I guess part of that is the digestion, so it helps with digestion as well. Also helps with memory, and that's a Journal of Alzheimer's research. They've discovered it helps with your memory.
Oh wow! Okay.
So that's another one of the wonder, without making any claims, apart from what's been in peer-reviewed journals.
For legal reasons. It's just stuff that we've read and things that,
And a compliment to Paul again. He does make the teas and herbal blends very well.
I mean, as you said, we've kind of gone through every herbal tea that we have, but it's good to know, good to have an idea of like what exactly you're looking for if you're trying to tackle a particular issue. If you're struggling with bloating or digestive issues and you want to get something specific, then that should be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll see you next time for that white teas video. And thank you very, very much for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you've got more suggestions, as you see, This was a customer suggestion, so we will try and do
Yesterday, a
it.
customer suggestion yesterday. We act quick. We really listen and act immediately.
Yeah, we're keeping everything in mind. Don't you worry. All right, we'll see you next time.
Okay, see you next time.